special thing. And then, everyone sat down and he spoke a little bit, and then, someone brought him a plate of sweets, and I remember he took a galubjaman and he tossed it in his mouth from his lap. It was so incredible. I've tried it in the past, and it just lands on my forehead or over my shoulder, but it was so incredible to watch him. Everything he did was so perfect and aristocratic.
Oh, these are the horses. Well, this is interesting. My father made the horses. My father's a dramatic Holocaust survivor. His heart had flames coming out of it from the Holocaust in the Warsaw Ghetto. And so he built these horses. He painted them with fire and with smoke. They looked as though they were smoldering. And he put them on the front of the Rath Yatra cars, which was quite a contribution. So 4 for each Rath Yatra car. I wanted to engage him, so I asked him to do it. When I saw the horses, I was absolutely horrified. They looked like horses of the apocalypse coming out of hell. So my father was very proud of them. They were rather dramatic horses. My parents, I should say, were separated for 40 years. So my mother was also at the Rath Yatra festival, and that my mother and father hadn't seen each other for, maybe 5 years, My mother walks up and said, "Who has made these horses?" She recoils in horror, seeing these smoldering, burned, crazed horses with wild rolling eyes. "Who has made these horses?" And I look at her and say, "My dad made them." She said, "Well, this will never do." So she went and grabbed buckets of paint and painted them all up with nice, merry-go-round design, caparisoned and white and clean and healthy-looking horses. And there they looked at these horses together, and they sort of felt, yes, this is what we've done to honor our son's choice. And I could see that they both felt great satisfaction. And from my perspective, as a budding transcendentalist, 2 years in the movement, I thought, this is their devotional service. This is the moment that was created for them by Lord Krishna to accomplish something in their lives and to give my brother and myself permission to go forward with the power of the Pitris behind us.
I got the Krishna book published in Japan by Dainapan. I had to go there to supervise. This is the first book with color photos. This was very special. The windows to the spiritual world. I went there, I think it was May, and I told Dainapan, I met with all the executives, that there was a festival in July, and I wanted to bring the book, the finished book, to the festival in San Francisco. So it meant that they had 2 months to produce the book. And they said, impossible. I said, well, there is no impossible. You have to do it. Because I want to present the book to the spiritual master at the festival. And they said, well, it's impossible, but anyway, we'll try. So they worked so hard. And I would go every day and push them. Every day I would ask them, are you going to have it ready? Are you going to have it ready? And they said, it's impossible, it's impossible. And then I booked my return flight to arrive in San Francisco the day of Rath Yatra. And actually, they didn't have it ready. And I said, this is going to have a serious repercussions for our future business with you and so on. And then I went to the airport. So as I was walking up the stairs to get on the plane, this big black limousine drove out onto the tarmac. It had flags on it. Dainapan was one of the largest companies in Japan. They printed Time magazine and everything. This long black limousine, and it comes right to the airplane. And out come all the Dainapan executives, in their blue suits. There were about 5 of them. So I went down, and they all bowing, from the waist, and they gave me this carton. The stewardess is saying, come on, you got to get on the plane, they had to take off. So I didn't, I just took the carton, I thanked them, and got on the plane. Couldn't wait for the plane to take off. It tore open the carton, and there's this silver shining Krishna book. It was so ecstatic. Then I start going through the book and looking at every pictures and how it all turned out, and there was this man next to me. He was a business executive, American, and he saw me. He said, what do you got there? And I said, oh, this is my spiritual master. I printed the book in Japan. It's the first book. And he said, how much is it? And I said, whatever. I said $10 or something, which